Right, okay, it's time to tackle topic.
Right, let's twat a topic.
Oh!
Always gets him excited.
Poop.
Right, what did I decide on this week? Probably should have done a little bit more research with this one actually, but fuck it, I've been busy.
Yeah.
Right, so I thought, why don't we talk about, I said to you censorship, didn't I?
Yeah.
But I also meant women in games.
Yeah.
And struck censorship, and it was going off the vibe of Nintendo last week changing the Bravely Default, or Square, whoever makes that game, to from Tomahawk to Cowboy.
Yeah.
And also off the strength of what's it called, Project Zero, where they took away the lingerie outfits and they replaced them with cool stuff like Zelda stuff and things like
Metroid,
that. But yeah, little things like that. And I sort of think they've gone mental and they don't need to do it, because I think we've actually come to a stage now where there's a lot of cool female characters in games.
There's a hell of a lot of cool female characters
that aren't just sexualised or aren't just like women with tits walking around. There's some games like that, but they're cool as well. It doesn't matter. You can just pick your.
It's a hard work one. I mean, I've been watching the new series of South Park, and this new series of South Park is all about. Well, it's not all about. They replaced the headmaster at school, and replaced her with headmaster PC. He's just politically correct.
Right.
And what he is he's just a jock. Right. But he'll argue toss about you oppressing somebody because you're like, I don't like such body. Just ridiculously PC. It's like, that's a right, bro. That's a right, bro. And it's people just getting, they're basically social justice warriors.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And it's gone too far now. I think it's gone too far. If develop Team Ninja make Dead or Alive.
Yeah, also that's been not Dead or Alive, but what's the volleyball game?
Yeah, Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Yeah, that's not coming out over here, whereas the others did, and the people think that it's because the West has gone a bit all politically correct,
far too much
stuff like that, and other people think maybe because it doesn't sell that well, although it did sell okay for a niche game, apparently.
Well, the thing is with that is it's a double-edged sword. Team Ninja have gone, we're not releasing this game over in the West, which is dipping the toe into testing public opinion.
Yeah, bloop. You still might release it.
Bloop. Do you want it? Right?
Yeah.
Which then makes a market for something that they didn't probably have a proper full market for.
Yeah.
Right? It gets people talking. Now the trouble is the trouble is, sorry, I was just reading comments.
Alright,
Skyward Sword, was he asleep now? Sorry, I missed what you said, but no. So social justice warriors have jumped all over this now, saying I'm fucking banned anyway. It's fucking stupid because the women doing this and that. Don't buy it.
Yeah.
Don't buy it. If you're offended by something, as far as media is concerned, unless it is deliberately going politically against somebody or deliberately stabbing something that is deliberately offensive, then stop it. But
I think maybe there was a time, not too far away, where the only thing women did in games was get fucked or be attractive.
Yeah.
But I don't think in the West now, if that is the reason why they're not sending that game, it's become irrelevant because you've got strong characters now, like Lara Croft, even though she's still pretty.
Yeah.
So we still haven't got that for yet. But the guys that are heroes are pretty.
This
in
is
games,
what's
so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
always ignored. We said this last week when we were talking about Street Fighter 4 and Cammy and Ryoku's overly sexualised. You're like, well, that's coming from a heterosexual.
Yeah,
that's coming
feeling
from
insecure about it.
Feeling insecure about finding a computer game sexually attractive.
Mm.
Now, let's hear from a heterosexual female.
Yeah.
Ariane.
Is Ken's bulge
Well, no, just
too sexualised.
Is there any male characters in any video games that you find attractive?
Ooh.
I mean, it could be sexually attractive because of the physique. It could be attractive because of the character,
or how you imagine they'd be in reality.
Yeah. So it's always seen from the heterosexual male point of view, and I think, and then those people start feeling ashamed by the fact that they huge crush on Link since I was a teenager. There we go. But
he's practically a woman.
Nobody counts him as a sexual character, though, do they?
Just saying.
Well, very androgynous, isn't it? But
yeah.
But that's the thing. It always seems to be.
Are we finding things out now?
Because he keeps his mouth shut. But it always seems to be from the embarrassed male heterosexual.
Paranoid.
Yeah, but I don't like this. I don't find this attractive. I find a lot of computer game characters attractive. I don't sit there and play Dead or Alive though and go, oh, because of all of them. I love the fighting game. The fighting game is fucking brilliant.
Feel free to make a male version of that.
Yeah,
you know,
make them out of dogs.
Yeah,
make them.
I don't know. Just make all the guys fight with
clay fighter
with
them kind of. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't bother anybody.
It doesn't
but
matter.
I think. It's not. I think people shouldn't get annoyed about it now because you do have female characters in games, like Last of Us. Ellie, she's a strong character,
very strong character.
You know, then you've got stupid ones,
correctly vulnerable
silence,
because she's a child.
What's her name? Silent,
quiet.
But she's out of context. Is the problem?
Completely out of context of the entire fucking game.
Yeah, if she was in Dead or Alive, fine.
If she. There's a costume you can buy for her, which is an actual costume, a clothing. She puts clothes on.
Yeah.
Right, and you're like, right, well, this should never have been an issue. But the fact that they've overtly sexualised her and pushed her in your face, completely out of context of the fucking game.
Yeah.
This is a game that throws flaming whales at you.
Yeah.
Completely out of context. That I don't take massive umbrage, but I just find. If people are kicking off about these games, why not that one? Oh, it's because it's Metal Gear Solid, it gets 9 out of 10.
Like God of War, does he not just go around fucking women all the time?
You have an option of shagging some women, but it's alright, because it's God of War, isn't it?
But that sort of suits his world though, because it's sort of who he is, he's just Superman, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's like Ariane says, let's face it, most characters are designed to be perfect human form.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, there's a lot of people that a while ago banged on about why do you not see slightly plus-size model women in games, and then you go like, okay, well, how often do you see a 5'2", 18 stone woman climbing the side of a mountain? It wouldn't suit Laura Croft's ability,
pictures, then,
wouldn't it?
Actually,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that physique. That's that person's physique, but it's not in keeping with the game of, say, Tomb Raider. Say that's the thing. She's meant to be athletic. She's adventurous. She's climbing up walls and doing this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Now, if you're 5'2" and you're 18 stone, you're probably not running as fast as Laura's meant to run for the
You've got the same problem in movies, though, haven't you? It's like, I don't know.
It's just
everybody's generally either attractive or normal, unless they're supposed to be weird.
Yeah, and then
they make them look different. Or normal, actually. They make them look normal. Like if we turned up, they'd be like, these guys must be, they must be weirdos.
Yeah, exactly.
They must be. They must be fucking weirdos, these two.
They're quirky characters.
Yeah.
But it's an odd one, is the censorship, especially censorship over sexualisation of characters, because I know full well, I recall full well, back when Perfect Dark were coming out, and remember they had the camera attachment.
Oh yeah, they didn't want to put it on your face.
Because that game was the most realistic game that you could fucking have.
Yeah.
It was so realistic, and
It really was.
They were worried about people putting like Hitler characters in and then overtly sexualising, because they started talking about Joanna Dark herself being overly sexualised, and you're like, look at it. Now,
one of the points was as well, you could put your own face on, and then it's like you're killing a person as well, which is another silly thing. But we're over that now. We realise it's fucking stupid. We can do all that on the internet.
Realising that it's just another form of media.
We don't need babysitting. we're not mental. Mental people are mental, and they'll do that anyway.
Yes, exactly.
You know, but we don't need babysitting. We don't need it. We're fine. We're human. We know it's in our best interest not to kill everybody or do.
Somebody's going to fap over an attractive video game character. Doesn't matter what they're wearing. It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
What's fap? Oh, is it? I've never heard that before.
Because it's a noise. Fap, 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 fap. I hear it all. I'm a member of fucking cosplay sites, aren't I? So that's what majority of the response is to a post.
Wow!
Yeah.
I learned something.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, well, I'm really happy now. No way.
Welcome, show me games.
Fap off.
Fap.
Oh, I'm going to be using that at work. How are you
So
doing today?
the other day I was at home, I was fapping. You know how it is. People wouldn't know.
No.
I was fapping. They will. Most people will. It'll just be you and you think you'll be getting away with something.
Yeah, they'll know.
Everybody else at work will talk like, I don't keep talking about wanking all the time.
I'll say to an old woman, she'll go, "Oh, are you okay today, dear?" And I go, "I'm fapping brilliant, my love." And then I won't realise that she's that young lady I've been chatting up online that I've never seen a picture of.
How do I bring me... okay.
Joking, I don't do that. So you need to zoom in on knobhead.
It's not bad.
The post box.
Oh!
Post box. I think, can you actually use a gyro for this bit?
Oh.
Yeah, you can use a gyro.
Right, okay. That certainly helps.
Just look at him for a little bit and...
The fuck?
Yeah.
Is he stealing letters? Struggling.
Shit in his pants. He should do a bit of bird poo there.
Yeah.
Need a bit of silly comedy in games. Put zooming in on his arsehole then.
Yeah, but censorship is silly, I would say. Inappropriate. But yeah, it gets... we're too sensitive. In fact, we're not.
We're not, but I think the Japanese market possibly are seeing us as too like... Oh, what are you doing with these women with tits and everything?
I think it's social justice warriors, and because of how social media works and the fact that everybody just jumps on a bandwagon.
I don't think they would though.
Nobody gives a fuck apart from these SJWs that have sort of blown the world up.
It's a just in case thing now. I think we're actually sort of getting over that hump of the justice warriors, and they're sort of getting ignored.
I can't wait till we get back to the 90s where people can actually have a laugh. You know,
yeah.
can say, you're an absolute wanker, and people won't just go right to your defence like, oh, you're fucking going down to me. Because, I mean, I'm sensitive to a lot of fucking shit, but it's only because I know full well that once one person writes something, the way the world is now, there's 10,000 behind them going, yeah! Until the next thing comes along, yeah! Because that's just how it is.
Culture causes a problem as well.
Yeah.
Simple things like words. You can take things literally that aren't supposed to be.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, I'm watching this old Jamaican film, like 1972. I can't remember what it's called, like, The Harder They Come or something like that. And it wasn't a poem. It's just this just Jamaican guy. I didn't know what the fuck they were saying. Because I've been there a few times. I know they have these little sayings. They say things like, soon come back.
Yeah, obviously.
So you might think literally that they'll be back soon, but no, it just means like see you later.
Yeah.
Which us saying see you later, we might not see you later. We might not see you for 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
We might never see you again. We just say see you later.
Yeah, it's just a polite parlance, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that going on, but from a female perspective of these Westerners are a bit funny about women and giving them respect. Right, but it doesn't matter if we see tits. We're not going to murder you over it. Oh,
guys,
these Japanese people doing these things. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, because
give us all the games.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck.
Give us all the lingerie in Project Zero.
Again, it's one of those, if you're so offended about it, don't buy it. And the thing is the trouble is with Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball 3, using that as an example. That would be the game, unfortunately, that people will start rallying behind not to buy. Yeah, but as opposed to not buying Assassin's Creed Syndicate because the last game was broken.
Yeah.
And because they get ripped off all the money. There'll be people that are sort of, on the verge. They're not the greatest games of the extreme volleyball, but the volleyball actually does work. It is fucking soft porn.
Yeah, but if you want to buy that, you want to buy it.
But the thing is it's shaming by bringing it so big in the Western eyes with these SJWs. It's shaming those people who actually might legitimately like the game. Or even might want to buy it for fucking soft porn.
I think we're alright now. We're getting towards a balance where we have got strong female characters in games, and we've also got titty games, and we've also got men that are too muscly that, you know, I'm jealous of because I'm not. You know what I mean? It's like, well, it's just a shit. We've got everything, so now we can have the volleyball game now. It won't matter anymore. There's no women are only in games just to be sexual. Like Bayonetta, she's sexual, but she's in control.
Yeah, why is she accepted then?
Yeah.
It's fucked, isn't it?
Well, they kicked off about that a little bit, because some of them...
They did do it, and people played it and went, oh, you just fucking love this game.
The only problem with that game is, for me, it was quite cringeworthy. Like, the controls are brilliant, but that's the reason why I weren't feeling it. But, I mean, she's not really attractive in my eyes. She's like 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
And it's it's weird. But she was cool. She used her sexuality to her advantage.
She did, yeah.
You know, she just took the piss out of people.
She also really, really comical moves. Overtly sexualised.
Yeah, just no need for it.
Really, really comical.
It was funny, yeah. It was cool. So anyway, that's that. That's our whole topic. I should have done a little bit more research, but find a few more examples, but fuck it.
Okay, we're right.
Right.